In today's video, we're going to show you how to create this simple face rig in Apple Motion without using any third-party plugins. Step 1. Design the character and controller handles. To rig a character's face, you need to make sure that every part of your character's head that needs to be rigged has its own layer. Or if a part consists of several layers, we need to group them all together. And always name your layers or groups to stay organized and easily identify them later when you rig the character. We also need to create controllers. We're going to rig the blinking eyes, iris, sclera, face, eyebrows position and rotation. So we'll have 6 controllers in total. For the iris, sclera, face, and eyebrow controllers, we have an outline square as the controller's background, and a filled circle placed at the center as the controller's handle. We also use texts to add a name to each controller. And for the blinking eyes, we'll have a one-dimensional slider like this, which is made with a line and a filled circle. Step 2. Rig the character's face. After having controllers, we will connect the character's face parts to these controllers. We'll start with the mouth first. Select the mouth, and under the Properties Inspector, click this down arrow next to the Position property. Navigate to Add Parameter Behavior, and select Link. Then open the Face Controller group. Click and drag the Face Circle controller and drop it into the source object well. Change the scale to 0.2. Now if you move the controller around, the mouth will also move with the controller. But as you may notice, it's kind of positioned incorrectly. To fix this issue, open the link behavior, and select Add to Source from the Apply Mode pop-up menu. By selecting Add to Source, the source parameter value will be added to the existing value of the target parameter. And the mouth is now back to its correct position. Let's name this link behavior position. Then copy this position link behavior to all hair, nose, cheeks and ears layers. Reduce the link behavior scale of this tiny piece of hair to 0.1. And these lines on the hair as well. The hair on both sides also needs to be changed to 0.1. And we don't have to make any changes to the hairbang. Increase the link behavior scale of the nose to 0.3. The reason why we need to increase this value is because when the character turns his head to the left or right, his nose will follow his head's movement, and it'll look like it's pointing to the direction where the head is turning. Also set the scale of the face and ears link behavior to 0.1. The back hair's scale should be -0.1 because when the character turns his head to one side, the back hair will move in the opposite direction to the other side. So we have to change the scale value to -0.1. Next, we'll link the left iris to the iris controller. Add a link behavior to the left iris group's position. Drag and drop the iris controller handle to the source object well. Select Add to Source mode. And change the scale to 0.6 because the iris is going to move a lot more than other parts of the face. Copy this link behavior to the right iris group. The left eyelid will move with the left sclera, so we'll add a link behavior to the eyelid's position. Then drag and drop the sclera controller handle to the source object well. Again, select Add to Source. And change the scale value to 0.3. Then copy the left eyelid's link behavior to the left sclera, right eyelid, and right sclera. We also need to add a link parameter behavior to the left eyelid. Drag and drop the blink controller handle to the source object well. And select Scale Y as the target parameter, and position Y as the source parameter. Select Add to Source. Change the scale to 16.5. Copy this blink link behavior to the left sclera, right eyelid, and right sclera. Now if you move this blink controller handle up and down, the eye will open and close accordingly. Let's continue with the eyebrows. Add a link behavior to the left eyebrow. Drag and drop the eyebrows controller handle from the eyebrow position controller group to the source well. Again, select Add to Source, and set the scale to 0.4. Copy the link behavior to the right eyebrow. Then add another link behavior to the left eyebrow. Drag and drop the eyebrows controller handle from the eyebrow rotation group to the source well. This time we'll use Z rotation as the target parameter, and Y position as the source parameter. Name the link behaviors that we've just created. Then copy the left eyebrow's rotation behavior to the right eyebrow. And set the scale of these rotation link behaviors to 3. However, you can see that both eyebrows are rotating in the same direction, which is not realistic. We'll have to make them move in the opposite direction. Select the left eyebrow's rotation link behavior, and change its scale to -3. Before moving on to the next step, let's check if our controllers are linked correctly. You can do so by selecting each controller handle and moving them around to see if the character's face parts are moving with them nicely. Step 3. Animate the character's face. To animate the character's face, we'll keyframe the controller handles. Select all controller handles and add keyframes to their X and Y position. Let's make our character turn to the right within a duration of 10 frames. For this movement, we don't need to keyframe the blink handle's X position, so we'll delete the X position keyframes. We also don't need to keyframe the eyebrows handle's X position. Then select the face's controller handle, and at the second keyframe, we'll move it like this to turn the character's face to the right. Do the same to the iris, sclera, and eyebrows controllers. At the 6th frame, we'll make the face, sclera, and eyebrows slightly move down. And the eyes will also blink at this frame. So drag this handle to the very bottom like this to make the eyes fully close. Eyes and eyebrows are connected and should work together. On a blink, the eyes and eyebrows open and close together. So when the character blinks, add some motion to the eyebrows as well. Add 2 in between keyframes to the blink handle. And drag them up in the graph editor to create anticipation for the eye blink. An anticipation, often shortened to antic, prepares the audience for the main action, making it feel natural and less abrupt. Do the same to the eyebrows position handle. The iris will slightly move down, and this movement should happen quickly in the first few frames. It'll finish moving before any other parts of the face. We'll adjust the keyframe's tangent handles to create this motion. At frame 28, we'll create some eye darts movement, which is the fast-moving eye direction. These micro darts are usually very fast. They are small details but will make a huge difference to bring your character to life. Human eyes are very expressive, so no or too little movement of the eyes will make them seem lifeless. We'll create some eye darts, then make his eyes blink again as if he's looking at something to add interesting expressions to our character. Usually, when we look from one thing to another, we tend to blink. So when the character changes his eye direction from right to left, we'll need to create one more eye blink. Then we'll keyframe the controllers of other face parts to make him turn to the left. We'll make the character look up as he turns to the left. Don't forget to keyframe the eyebrows to make them go down as the eyes are closed. The eyebrows will go back to their normal state without rotating when the eyes are fully closed. And remember that the iris always finish moving first before any other parts of the face. Let's make the character look downward. Again, we'll use the controller handles to manipulate the character's face movement. This is just an example of how you can use these handles to rig the character's face. You can make his face turn left or right, up or down to your liking. In this example, we want to create a looping facial expression animation, so we'll make him blink one last time before going back to his initial state, facing us. And we've finished creating a facial rig for our character. We hope this tutorial is helpful for you to give life to your animated characters in Apple Motion. If you like this tutorial video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share and subscribe to our channel for more Apple Motion tutorials. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.